to the channel. Yeah, I'm printing something right now. But I got this issue of White Dwarf, issue one, what is it, 494 here. Where is this from? Does it say? I have no idea. A few issues before issue 500. I got this at a discount. I just dropped some stuff. Actually, I can throw that there so I don't lose it. Alright. Let's throw that in the garbage there, and I missed. Oh well. I'll pick it up later. My printer has been going quite a bit. I'm actually printing a lot more now with this printer than with my old printer. It does print a lot faster, which is nice. Alright, so that was in upside down. Didn't know why, but alright. Thousand Sun stuff. Ooh, that's a nicely painted dreadnought. Okay, there's that. There's that. Oh, I'll have to cut that out. There's the cards. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I do like these White Dwarf magazines. They're expensive though. Back issues are worth getting though, but I did get this one at least half off. I did get it from a different hobby store than what I usually go to. But yeah, they gave it to me for half off. But for back issues at the other store that I usually go to, they have their back issues for $1, which is kind of nice. So I just want to get rid of them. Okay, now let's have a look at this poster. On the other side. Oh, this is from Age of Sigmar. Okay. Interesting. And these are... Oh, this is all for Age of Sigmar stuff. Okay. I may end up getting into Age of Sigmar. This is from 2023. Okay. December 2023. Okay. Alright. I'll shove that back in there. That's 9th edition. Alright. 40k. A little bit outdated stuff, but I don't care. Can still run the scenario, even probably with 4th edition Age of Sigmar. But I may end up not really going heavy into 40k as heavily as I thought I might. But I'm not going to be buying my models, I'll be printing my models anyways. I don't plan on playing competitively at all. I'm probably going to end up picking up the Thousand Suns Codex and Index cards or data cards when they release. I might pick up another army book and just print my models and stuff, but yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos on 10th edition, and so far I'm not really liking what I'm hearing and seeing about 10th edition. they lean really heavily into the competitive scene, it seems, from what I understand. They don't really have much for like casual or narrative play or anything like that, which kind of sucks. I haven't looked at the rule book yet. I haven't had a chance to. Yeah. I do look forward to Kill Team though at some point. I do have to figure out when I'm gonna work on my models and stuff. But Kill Team looks fun still though. I know that's technically 40k, but it is a different game system. I don't know if I'll get into Warcry, possibly Age of Sigmar, and possibly Old World. Yeah, I'm probably gonna purchase the models for all the other stuff, but we'll see. I have to look at my STL files and see what I'm able to just print for that. But I do have to get the rule books at least, and the codexes for the armies that I want to play. I did used to play Tomb Kings and Lizardmen back in the day. I sucked horribly with Tomb Kings. I was really bad. I got tabled, I think 3 times with my Tomb Kings army. I had a catapult at one point and I tried to use it. It failed every single time. I don't think I had a single success with my catapult. But Lizardmen were a little bit better. I did play in an 8th edition tournament. And one of the stupid rules was that you had to have a horde. So I had like a horde of skinks. It was like 30 or 40 models in the horde because they were cheap. And yeah, they did like nothing. And they just got ran through. It took forever to get through them though for my opponent to like kill them all off. Yeah, that wasn't that fun back in the day, but I hear Warhammer Old World is a mixture of 6th and 8th edition, not so heavily leaning on the magic as 8th edition was, and is actually pretty decent. I still have my Tomb King's army, or most of it, in a bin in one of my storage units. I just basically spray painted them gold with cheap spray paint, but I never like played in a tournament with those guys. My Lizardman army is long gone as of like 2019, 2020, which kind of sucks, but yeah. What else? I did like my Lizardman army. I might do Lizardman again. I'll have to see who else will play Old World with me and stuff like that. I do have a coworker that does play, well, is just getting into like Kill Team and stuff. I'll see if they'd be interested in another gaming system as well. If not, that's okay. I know the employees at the hobby store that I usually go to are into Old World, so it is possible that I might be able to get into some games with them. They're kind of doing it as like an employees group thing, but I've known the owner for a couple of decades now, so I'm sure I can get in with them and stuff like that. What else? Yeah. What else is 40k right? I did print some models. It did take me a while to figure out with my 3D printer how to get them to print the way I wanted them to. I did have quite a few failed prints and some not so good prints out of it. But the last couple batches of miniatures that I printed, they actually turned out pretty decent. I gotta clean off the extra supports and stuff that I printed with it. But they seem pretty decent now. I was using tree supports, but it seems like actually standard supports work better for my miniatures with the printer that I have. Because even like with I was trying to do thin tree supports, and they were just, it was sticking to the model way too tightly, and actually the walls were pretty thick. And I haven't been able to break them off without like damaging my models. So yeah, standard supports are a lot thinner. They're like they're kind of squared around kind of deal. But it seems to be working a lot better for when I'm printing miniatures. What else? Yeah. So anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.